Shalom, shalom. Just had a quick thought I wanted to share with the Mishpachah. Now, I don't know if this happens to other people, but on occasion, and sometimes on often occasions, if that's the way to say it, I'll get these flashes, or I call them almost like interruptions into my thoughts with memories. And they're not memories of something that happened so much as it is of memories of people. And it's almost as though these people are before me, in the sense that I'm thinking about them. And it's people who I've known, whether it's old friends or friends from the kingdom, friends from before I became a part of the kingdom, old girlfriends, road buddies, whatever the case is. And if this ever happens to you, I'd be real curious as to how you deal with it. But today, for just a few minutes, I'm going to talk about what I've learned to do when this happens. So a friend that I had many years ago, in fact, all the way back in 8th grade, so you can imagine how long ago that was, kept coming across my mind. And, I had a good friendship with them, but it's way over. It's a long time ago, and I haven't had any interaction with them. I don't know what they're doing in life. I don't know if they're alive or dead, to be honest with you. And so what do you do when this occurs? Especially when it comes back multiple times, I start to suspect that it's something going on in the spirit realm. And as we all know, there's good traffic on the spirit highway, and there's evil traffic on the spirit highway. So what do? What I've learned to do is to sort of pause, evaluate, pray, and deal with any kind of linkages, or you might use the term soul ties, that are un-Elohim-like or ungodly, if you wish, that between me and this person, or this place, or these people groups. And I break those soul ties in the name of Messiah Yahu'sha. And I take authority over anything that would try to enforce un-Elohim-like activity, because I don't want people like conjuring me up in their mind. And I know that word sounds really like loaded, but what I mean is I don't want people like sitting around thinking about back in the day when we used to do such and such and such in such a way to where my linkage to them, because by the way, you've got linkage to everyone you've ever known. And I might dare say to everyone every place you've ever been, but everyone you've known, there's been some kind of connection, and whether it's a loosely coupled connection, or whether it's a tightly bundled connection, or whether you actually had a genuine covenant with them, all those layers are really important in terms of what I'm talking about now. And so with this person, I had a medium sort of layer with them. And so you want to cut off any access that the enemy might use to distract you from the will of Elohim and the things that he's calling you to do. Because if you start sitting up thinking about when you and your boys used to go and do such and such and such and such and such, maybe y'all stole cars, maybe y'all, just went to the mall and did shoplifting, maybe y'all, did this with girls, maybe, I don't know what you did. But if it wasn't righteous, the last thing you want is somebody willingly or unwillingly. Now, willingly is witchcraft. Unwillingly, I don't know what kind of craft to call that. But sitting around thinking about, man, I remember when we used to back in the day, man, wonder how old boy doing, wonder what's going on. I really wish, we could get back to that place, and sort of mental aspect. Believe it or not, this generates an opportunity for the enemy to use those people as vessels to interfere into your life. So that's kind of like the quick version of the bad traffic on the spiritual highway. Now let's talk about the good traffic, because this is also an opportunity for the Most High. Remember, I cut off all un-Elohim-like, all ungodly soul ties. I cut them off. But any tie that the Most High is appreciative of and wants to take advantage of for his purposes. Now let's talk about them, because bringing these people to my attention so that I can do what? So that I can pray for them, so that I can pray for them and their parents and their family and their children and their children's children, and that I can ask the Most High to draw them unto them and unto him, and that he could fill them with his Ruach and teach them his ways. And so you see what just happened? So one incident, those images, those impressions, those thoughts, those dreams, etc., that have come my way have to be analyzed and have to be appropriately dealt with so that we can be useful to Yahuah Elohim in order to prosper his kingdom. I think it's amazing how he puts us in the midst of what it is that he's doing in the earth. And at the same time, it should be no surprise because this was his intention from the get-go. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about. I know it's a short video. I'm not quoting a lot of scriptures today, but this thought is really important. I guess before I shut down the camera, I want to say that when I've used these methods, 9-something% of the time, that pressure, if I can call it, in the spirit realm of this person or these people on me in terms of, I guess I'm phrasing it like a somewhat of a burden, and I don't mean to make it seem onerous, like, oh, this is so heavy on me, although it's been heavy before. But I just mean the sound of this thing, the weight of it lessens and lessens until finally it dissipates and is gone. Now, the strange thing is that sometimes they could just go away on their own and you do nothing. But who wants to be a worker in the kingdom that does nothing? Is that you? Do you want to be a worker in the kingdom that does nothing? Do you want to find yourself slothful, or do you want to actually walk into that place where you're a junior partner with Yahuah Elohim, with Yahu'sha, his son? After all, those who believe will rule and reign with him. And so with that said, I want to say shalom to you where you are, and may the Most High bless you and keep you and even shine his face all in your face and draw you into his peace. Hallelujah. And until next time, shalom, shalom.